video is most important in order to find out the frequency calculation based on the initial value that has been loaded in the timer register of 8051. So let me get into the project directly. So file, project, open project. So I'm taking the project name is timer frequency generation. I'm just opening this. So you need to notice the question carefully. So at first we are trying to connect one input switch in the pin port 1.7 and we are trying to monitor the port 1.7. So based on the switch input we are trying to generate the output signal in the pin number port to 0th pin. So if you listen the code carefully, so we are trying to declare the input and output signals through the S-bit data type, and here we are in this code we are trying to perform the toggling operation. So thereby it requires a delay function that has been declared outside of the main. And again, if you see the main loop, we are trying to make the switch as an input. So we are trying to get the input from the pin number port 1.7th pin. So and again inside this of this infinite loop, we are trying to make the port first. We are trying to make the port 2.0 as a toggling. We are trying to toggle the port 2.0, and if switch is equal to 0, this delay function will be executed, and if the switch is equal to 1, the same delay function will be executed. But in the timer, the most important thing is like we need to understand the what is happening within the delay function. So if you take a TMOD register, if you are declaring it as a 0x01, we are trying to make the we are trying to utilize the timer 0, and we are trying to operate the timer in the 16-bit timer mode. And if the C is equal to 0, so we are trying to check for we are trying to operate for two different frequency in the on and off state by passing on two different initial value to the timer register. So FC and 67 for FC and 67, and we are trying to utilize FD and 9A. So in order to calculate this in continuation of the same code, so we are trying to enable the timer by means of making the TR is equal 0 is equal to high. So how long the timer will be in the activated state? So until the timer reaches the overflow time, until the timer overflow flag is getting raised high. Once if the timer overflow flag is raised high, again we need to load the initial count into the timer register, so in order to perform the repeated operations. So in order to demonstrate this, let me go for the build it. So I'm getting 0 errors and 0 warnings, and if I'm going to the start debugging, my code is running within the code size limit, and if I click the run button, I can able to realize that since the port 1/7th pin is in the high state, my port to 0th bit is getting toggled. So the more important thing in the timer frequency calculation is like so if when we are trying to make the initial value as a FC67, that can be represented in the form of decimal as 64615. The maximum decimal value that can be loaded in the timer register is 65,536 minus 64615 will be giving us a 9 to 1. So this 9 to 1 into 1.085 microseconds. This 9 to 1 represents the count value that has been loaded in the timer register difference. So that is multiplied with 1.085 microseconds. That will be giving us 999.285 microseconds. So the 1 by t is equal to we will be getting the frequency. But provided this 999.285 microsecond that we computed only for the 1/2 of the period. So for the total period, the same time need to be multiplied twice. So 1 by 999.285 microseconds into 2, that will be giving us a 500 hertz frequency for the FC67 value. On the same way, you can able to compute for the FD and 9A. So I hope so. This particular frequency generation, this frequency estimation code will be more benefited for the students, those who are doing for varying applications. I hope so. If you like this video, I request you to kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you.